A very good morning, dear students. We will start the class with silent prayer. Once again, very good morning. In the previous classes, we started working with the rank correlation, right? Okay. So already we worked out the problems under three different patterns. One is when the ranks are not given, right? X will be given, Y will be given, right? X and Y value will be given. From that value, we need to assign the rank for X and we need to assign the rank for Y, which is called R1, R2. This is the first pattern of the problem that we worked out. Second pattern of the problem, what we worked out, ranks are given directly. So instead of giving the X value and Y value, the rank for the X variable will be given directly. So when the ranks are given directly, we can take it that as a R1, R2. And then you can find out the D value and you can substitute in the formula, right? And then the third pattern of the problem only what we discussed yesterday. When you are getting the rank, same rank, or when the same value are repeated, okay, you need to use this formula, right? I already told you that 1 by 12 into m power 3 minus m. Okay, so how many times of 1 by 12 m power 3 minus m is depend upon the number of numbers that is repeated in each and every variable. For example, x and y, two variables are there. Sir, in x, one number is repeated, in y, two numbers are repeated. So 2 plus 1, 3. So you have to put 3 times of 1 by 12 m power minus 3. You have to put 1 by 12 m power minus 3 minus m plus 1 by 12 m power 3 minus m plus 1 by 12 m power 3 minus m. You have to put 3 times because 3 numbers are repeated in the given variable. One number is repeated in x, two numbers are repeated in y. And that m value is how many times that first number is repeated. Sir, in the x, one number is repeated, number 50 is repeated 3 times. So m is 3. And second, which is the second number repeated in y? Sir, 7. Number 7 in the x, y variable repeated 2 times. So here the second pair of 1 by 12 m value will be 2 because 7 is repeated 2 times. And what is the third value repeated? So third value is 15. How many times the 15 is repeated? 3 times. So for the third pair of 1 by 12 m power 3, m value will be 3. Like that, you need to calculate. And when you are getting the same value, the position of the rank position of the particular value should be considered, and then you have to add and take it as average for both the position. No need to put, for example, for number 40 is there, which is in the third position, as well as in the fourth position also 40 is there. Don't put 3 and 4. You should add 3 and 4, 7, 7 by 2, 3.5. So 3.5 for 40 value, as well as again 3.5 for 40 value. So the third and fourth rank is over. Now for the next value, you have to assign rank 5. Okay, now this is clear. Any doubts? Shall we move on to the next topic? And this is what the problem we worked out, right? I already told you, if two variables are given, see, x, there is no repetition. In y, there is a repetition. 45 is repeated 2 times. Okay, and then the 40 is also repeated, right? Yes. 3 times 45 is repeated, 2 times 40 is repeated. So you have to get 2 power of 1 by 12 m power minus 3 minus m. Okay, and similarly, the second problem. Yesterday also we worked the second problem, right? When you are getting the 3 variables, you have to find out the 3 different R value. R value for the first and the second variable, R value for the second and third variable, R value for the third and the first variable. Clear? Okay, any doubts in this? Yes, students, if you have any doubts, please let me know. And this is a homework problem I gave you yesterday, right? Any doubts in the rank correlation? Shall we move on to the next topic? Guys, are you there in the class? Everyone has worked out all these 3 homework problems. I have given the problems under each and every pattern. Okay, when the ranks are not given, and the ranks are given, and the rank or the values are repeated or tied. Okay, under this pattern, I have given the homework problem also. Actually, I told you take a screenshot. Okay, if anybody has missed to take the screenshot, now you can take the screenshot because I'm just going for next method. Okay, is it clear or not? Shall we proceed to the next analysis? So with that, correlation is Due to some network issue, I'll just switch off my camera. Okay. Yes, fine. Okay, guys. Okay, clear. Right. So please kindly reply in the chat box or unmute and tell me. So take down this homework problem. Those are not taken yesterday. Please take down now itself. So with this, a correlation is over. Clear? With this, the correlation is over. So in the correlation, I already told you the third unit, a bivariate analysis. We have a two method, right? One is correlation analysis, another one is regression analysis. So in the correlation analysis, there are two ways. The one is finding out the correlation coefficient, okay, by calculating the x bar as well as by knowing the assumed mean value or changing the origin, which is called as a Carl-Pearson coefficient. And the second method of correlation analysis, rank correlation. That is what we worked out yesterday. Okay. Okay, shall we proceed to the next analysis? Shall we proceed to the next analysis? Okay, fine. Now, I think the homework problem is clear. Okay. So next topic is regression. I told you, right, there are two way of doing an analysis for two variables, bivariate analysis. One is correlation, another is regression. So far we discussed the correlation, okay, finding the R value and interpreting it. Now the next method in the third unit under bivariate analysis is regression. Okay, see the correlation. If you take what is the difference between the correlation and the regression? See, the correlation is just to find out the relationship between the two variables. Okay, I want to find out the relationship between demand and sales. I want to find out the relations between profit and sales. Whereas in the regression, you want to identify the significance of those variables. That means, sir, how far the demand, there is a one variable called demand, right? How far the demand or sales, if you take sales. So for example, generally if you take sales of a particular product depend upon what? Various factors, right? One is depend upon the demand. Second thing is it's depend upon the way how the companies are advertising. So in that case, if two variables are there, sir, I want to know the significance of one variable on the other variable. How much that one variable influence the other variable. To estimate, to do that analysis, sir, I know what is advertisements I did. What is the expenses that I spent in my advertisement method, and I know what are the advertisement methods our company has followed. I know that, but I don't know how the sales will be. So your unknown variable sales, you cannot predict the sales, right? You cannot say that, sir, I didn't do any advertisement, but sales will be 100%. Can you say that? No. Okay, you can put whatever effort you are going to take, and you can put all the effort in advertising the product. That is which is known to everyone. You have spent 1 lakh amount, you are given advertisements in newspaper, pamphlets, brochures, wall painting, televisions, all those things you are given. So it is known to everyone that you are advertising. But sales is unknown. So if you want to measure that unknown variables, okay, based on the known variable, to find out that whether this unknown variable having a significant impact on this known variable. In simple terms, what they will call it as, in correlation, I told you, you can find out the relations between any two variables, either dependent or independent variable. But in regression, you have to find out the significant relations between two variables. In that one variable should be independent, another variable should be independent. That's a condition. See here, sales. Sales is dependent on what? Advertisement. So sales is a dependent variable, advertisement is independent variable. And suppose, sir, apart from advertisement, there is another independent variable also. What is that? Demand. Yes. So the second independent variable is also demand. So your sales dependent variable is depend on two independent variable or two or more independent variable. It's depend upon advertisements also, plus it's depend upon the demand also. It's depend upon the how the effort taken by the sales executive and depend upon the location. So when one, if you want to know the significant relations between one dependent variable on many independent variable, or unknown, if you want to estimate the unknown variable on the known variable, that is called as regression. Clear now? Did you understood the concept? Okay, both are regression and correlation, both are there to find out the relationship between two variables. That's why these two methods are called as a bivariate analysis. We need two. In correlations, we need two, either dependent or independent. But in regression, two should be there. In that two, one variable should be dependent, another one should be independent. At the same time, if you're having two or more variable, okay, but in that one variable should be dependent, you can have a 3, 4 independent variable. Okay, for example, you take expenses. What is the monthly expenses of a family? So your monthly expenses of your family depend upon your, that is a dependent variable, is which depend upon your father's income, right? And also it's depend upon how many number of members in your family. So this income and number of members in the family is an independent variable, because based family size is depend upon, not depend upon the expenses, right? Your expenses only depend upon the family members. Your expenses depend upon income. You are earning 500 rupees per day. So what will be your expenses? Definitely minimum 200 rupees. Suppose you think you are earning only 200 rupees per day. What is your expenses? Maybe 50 rupees, or you will not spend any amount. So your expenses depend upon the income. And similarly, take your family members. There are 5 people out there. So 500 means you are spending 100 rupees for each member. So 500 rupees income, 500 rupees expenses. Think same 500 rupees, but in your family there are only 2 members. So your expense is only 200. So your expenses, monthly expenses of your family, which is a dependent variable, which is unknown value, it's depend upon the known values like how many members in your family and what is your income of your father. Clear? This is called regression. Okay. Now, did you understood the concept of regression, guys? Any doubts in the regression? Because without knowing the concept, you will not understand, sir, why we want to find out the y on x, x on y, because that is the equation we need to find out. There is a formula there. Clear about what is regression? Am I audible, guys? I'm not replying. Please kindly tell me I'm audible or not. Is it fine? Okay. Okay, good. So now this is clear, regression. So this is a concept which was coined by one of the biometrician, British biometrician called Francis Galton. So in 19th century, he started introducing this concept. Where he started this concept is he started identifying the significance of the two variables on the heredity stature. That is, you want to find out the relationship between the height of the father and the son. Okay, it's depend upon the gene, depend upon the heredity, right? Okay. So to estimate the unknown values on the known values, that is called as a regression, and this is your definition. So regression analysis, what? It's a statistical technique that you want to find out the equation, okay, or a dependent variable, known variable on the unknown variable on the known variable. You want to find out that. Okay, so for that you need to have one dependent, you need to have one independent, or you can have one dependent, you can have two or more independent. Okay, that is called the regression. This is a theory concept, and this is what the regression. Sorry, dependent and independent variable. You can ask, sir, what is dependent variable? So dependent variable is a variable which was influenced by other. For example, sir, your end semester marks is depend on what? Is depend upon the time that you're taken for preparation, and depend upon the your subject matter, subject content. Suppose if you are good in some subjects, you will show interest, and if you are not good in that subject, slightly you will not show interest. So it's depend upon various factor, right? And the time taken that your preparation, and depend upon the study material that you have. For some subject you may have enough study material, some subject you don't have anything. So your end semester marks is depend upon various factor. So end semester marks is called what? Dependent variable, because it was influenced by the time taken, study materials that you're using, the preparation, and then the interest, all those things. So which was influenced by the other variable. That is called dependent. Okay, it is also called regressed or explained or predicted variable. Whereas independent variable which influence the other variable. Your time, the time that you're taken for preparation for your exam, that influence your exam mark. Okay, that is called as a independent variable. It is called as a regressor or predictor or explainer. Okay. So this is a concept of regression. Next, this is a regression line or line of regression where we need to find out the regressed equation y on x, x on y. We need to find out. Okay, so this is a definition given by the for regression line. Just finding out, estimating the value of one variable from the value of the other variable. So I want to know whether y, take y as a dependent variable, whether the y as dependent variable is dependent on the variable x, okay, or vice versa. That is called as a regression line. Under this regression line only, we have a method called regression equation. So we have to work out the formula problem under regression equation only. So x will be given, y will be given. You need to find out what is the y on x equation, x on y equation. That is a formula. Okay, so with that, we will work out. Now, is it clear? The regression concept is clear. Shall we move on to the problem? Please take down this formula. Take down this formula. So under regression, we have a regression equation method. Second method is second part of the problem is regression coefficient. Regression coefficient. Third one is you can find out the regression equation through assumed mean. So here also in regression also there are three pattern of problems. So today we will start with the regression equation. Okay, and the next week, next classes we will start regression coefficient and then assumed mean. With that, regression will be over and the third unit will be over. And we will move on to the last final fifth unit. Please take down this equation. You have to find out a two equation, y on x, x on y. This is a formula. This is similar to the trend line what we worked out in the fourth unit. But in the fourth unit, we have worked out only the y on x, that is y equal to a plus bx. We will not work on x on y. The same procedure you have to follow here. Once you copied the formula, please tell me. I will change the slide because next you have a formula about regression equation of x on y. Once if you're done, please kindly update me. Copy the formula. Copied. Okay, Arvind. Thank you. Others? So the problem x will be given, y will be given. Okay. Now you need to find out the what are the values you need. Right. So this is the equation y on x. So y, if you want to find out, sir, how far that y is impact on the x variable, it's depend upon the constant value a and b. So for finding out a and b, we need to use the second and the third formula. Summation y equal to n into a plus b into summation x. Summation xy equal to a into summation x plus b into summation x square. We have to use this formula to find out a and b. And you know what you have to do. The problem will be given with the x value and the y value. So you have to find out summation x, you have to find out summation y, you have to find out x square, you have to find out y square, you have to find out xy and find out the summation. The same procedure what we followed in the trend value. The fourth unit we worked out the trend value problem, right? That's one. Everyone copied? Okay, done. Now I'll move on to the next formula. Regression of x on y. Regression on x on y. So it is like a slightly there will be a changes between these two formula. Wherever y is there, x will come. Wherever x is there, y will come. But don't misplace the variables. Don't misplace the variables. This is the equation of x on y. Previously, we discussed y on x. Copy it. Everyone copy the formula, both the formulas. Now, shall we move on to the problem? Okay, fine, fine. Only 2 or 3 people are replying. I don't know about others. Please copy the formula, because based on the formula only we are going to work out the problem now. Okay, okay, Aravind. Okay, now I will move on to the problem. So now is it clear, right? You understood the concept of regression. Okay, and then under regression we have a 3 parts of the problem. One is, the first one is the regression equation, what you are going to work out today, and the second one is regression coefficient. We need to find out the regression coefficient and finding out the what is the impact of the variable. Third part of the problem is finding the regression equation with the assumed mean. Okay, these are the 3 methods are there in the regression analysis. First method we will work out today. The remaining 2 methods we will discuss in the next class. Okay. Yes. Now I'll move on to the problem. Yes. Take down this first problem. Copy the first problem so that I can open a Word and then I can show you. Copy the first and second problem. You just leave the space after the first problem. Or no problem, no issue. You just copy the first problem itself. So there are 2 variables are given, x and y. They're asking you to find out the 2 regression equation. So what is the 2 regression equation? First one is y on x, another one is x on y. Right? Y on x, x on y. So first we need to put the different columns. What are the columns we need to put? Anyone can unmute and tell me what are the columns we need to put? X is the one column, y is another column, and what are the remaining columns? Anyone? No reply. Okay, copy it. You copy the. Yes, Jayesh, very good. We need to go with the x square column, y square column, and then xy column. Good. Because this x square, y square, xy and all, we need to calculate the a and b. We need those value to calculate the a and b, because if you see the formula to find out a and b, those things will be there. That's why we need to find out x square, y square, xy. Okay. Everyone copy the problem. Everyone copy the problem. Yes, everyone taken down the first problem, guys. Okay, okay, fine. Okay, now what I'll do is I'll stop sharing this and I will share the Word document. Okay, I think everyone has copied the first problem. So for that first problem, I'm going to work out. Now, yes, can you see the document, Word document page? I already entered and kept it ready. Everyone can able to see the Word document? Is it visible? Or you want me to zoom? Now is it fine, right? Okay, okay, good. Okay, now see, this is a problem. Already we taken the x value and then y value. Okay, now we need to find out x square. Camera is on. Network is showing some problem. Okay. See now, x is there, y is there, and x square we need to find out. So what is x square now? What are the values will be there? 100, then 36, then 25, then 16, 9, and then 4. Okay, just we are squaring this x square. Please see the cursor. Okay, this x is given, no, this is a given value that we are squaring it because we need x square. Why? Sir, in the equation, see in the equation to find a and b, we are having a b into summation x square. So we need to find out x square. And why we need to find out y square, sir? For x on y equation, instead of x square, there will be y square. So for that also we need to find out here itself. No need to find out separately. So y square 11, 121, 49, 36, 25, 16, and 9. Okay. Now we need to find out xy, not x square, y square. Don't confuse xy. So xy 110, 42, 30, 20, 12, and 6. Got it? Everyone got this value? Please, if I make any mistake, let me know. Okay, now you got this value, and please, you people, you guys can tell me the answer for what is the summation x, what is the summation y. What is summation? Summation x is 30. Okay. And summation y? 18, 24, 29, 30, 36. Okay. And x square? X square? 190. Okay, Arvind. And y square, summation y square? 256. Okay. And what about xy? Summation xy? 220. Yeah. Okay. Now we got the value, right? Okay, good, fine. Now, see, as per this table, we calculated x square, y square, xy because we need that. Okay, don't say ask that, sir, why we have to find out x square, because we need all those value as per the formula. We cannot able to derive anything with this formula. See, y equal to a plus bx. How you can derive the value? If you want to derive the value, you have to find out a and b first. To find out a and b, this is the equation. This is less like a simultaneous equation. Now, can we substitute the values, right? Okay, we will go one by one. Now, equation, first equation. So summation y, right? What is the summation y? So first equation 1 gives summation y is 36 equal to, what is n here? What is n? 6. So 6 into a value we don't know. So we are kept as a plus b into, what is summation x value? 30. Okay. So this is the first equation. From this, what we can do? We got 6a plus 30b equal to 36. Right? Okay. Good. Now equation 2. Equation 2 indicates that summation of xy 220 equal to a into summation x, a into, what is summation x? 30 plus b into summation x square. What is summation x square? 190. Therefore, your equation, the second equation will be 30a plus 190b equal to 220. Now, how to solve this equation 3 and 4? You take it as a equation 1a, and this is equation 2a. Okay, now we have to solve equation 1a and equation 2a. We get, what we will get? Elimination method. Yeah, elimination method only. You can follow any method, elimination or substitution method. Elimination method, how you can eliminate? Which one you can eliminate, A or B? I think better you can eliminate A, right? Because in the equation 1A, 6A is there. In equation 2A, 30A is there. So which number we should multiply with 6 so that we can get 30A? 5. Very good, Jayesh. Very good. So equation 1A will become like this. Multiply with 5. So that you will get 5 into 6, 30A plus don't take this as a minus, because there are some people they will take it as a minus. Okay, better I don't need to put anything. 30A and 150B equal to 180. Is it right? Is it right, guys? Okay, fine. Now second equation 2A, we no need to multiply with anything because we already got 30A. So again we are putting same, we are writing the same thing, 30A plus 190B equal to 220. Now you solve this two equation. So if you change this value here, right, this will become minus, right? Minus, and this also will become minus, and this also will become minus. So that if you solve, you plus 30A minus 30A will be cancelled, and you will get minus 40B equal to minus 40, right? Okay, minus 40. Therefore, minus minus will be cancelled. So B equal to 40 divided by 40, which is equal to 1. Very good. Now we can find out the A value, right? Okay. So substitute the B equal to 1 in equation 1A. 1A. Okay, in equation 1A, what is equation 1A? 6A plus 30B equal to 36. So 6A plus 30 into 1, because we are substituting the B value as 1, equal to 36. Now what will be the A value? 6A equal to 36 minus 30, right? Therefore 6A equal to 6. Okay, therefore A equal to 1. Okay, now we got the value, A and B value. Okay. Yes, did you got this? Yes, very good. Fine. So what will be the equation now? Now find out the regression equation. Regression equation y on x. What is the equation y on x? Go back to this formula. See, this is a formula, right? This is a regression equation y on x. So we are copying here. Okay, now therefore regression equation, what will be the regression equation y on x will get? The same yc equal to yc equal to, instead of a, what you can, sorry, instead of a, what you have to do, you have to substitute 1, because a is 1 value, and instead of b you have to substitute 1 into x will be x. So this is the answer. This is the regression equation of y on x will be y equal to 1 plus x, and this is the a value and this is the b value. Can able to understand, guys? Please, if you are not able to understand, let me know. Okay, now you copy this. First we completed y on x. Okay, shall I move the page so that you can copy? I'll go back from the first. So after this, see, after this table, you write this equation, write this formula, and then you go through this. See, I have solved step by step. Don't get confused. Please write as it is, how I written in the Word document. So we have taken this equation 1 and we are substituting the summation x, summation y, summation x square, summation xy value, and we derived another equation, and we are taking this two equation and we need to use some elimination method or substitution method as per the simultaneous equation. Better we can go for elimination method. So if you want to eliminate, which value we can eliminate will be easy if you eliminate a. Why? Because the number for equation 1a, a value is a coefficient is 6, and for b equation 2a, a coefficient is 30. So it is easy to cancel a variable. If you multiply the first equation with 5, it will get 30. Sorry, not 30, yes. And then we got this equation. And after solving this equation 1a and 2a, we get b value equal to 1. And we are substituting the b equal to 1 in the equation 1a, we are getting a equal to 1. And similarly now, what we can do? We can substitute the regression of y on x. Okay, got it now? So this is the first equation. This is the first equation. Everyone understood? And everyone copied? Is there anyone who didn't copy the problem? Guys, please tell me so that I can go through that page. Everyone has copied this y on x. Shall we move on to the next equation, x on y? Yeah, guys, am I audible? Please, already you want to move a little bit up. This is fine. Done, Arvind? Bit down. Okay, okay. Okay, you tell me so that I will go slow bit. No problem. So with that, the first equation, y on x is over. And again, we need to find out x on y because we need to find out two equations, right? Y on x, x on y. Done? Okay, okay, Arvind. Thank you. Okay, now we'll go to x on y. Okay, now again the same value we need to substitute. Okay, so we know what is x on y equation, x equal to a plus by. Now equation 3, okay, will become like this. What is summation x? Anyone can tell me? Because I need to move the page up. Summation x is 30, I think so. 30 equal to n is 6a plus b into what is summation y? Summation y is 30. Okay, 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 thank you. 36. Okay, this is the make it as a equation 3a. Okay, now equation 4. 4 indicates what is summation x by 220, right? 220 equal to a into 36 plus b into what is summation y square? Summation y square. Okay. 256. Summation y square is 256.
256, sir.
Okay, okay, Jayashree. So this can be a equation 4a. Okay. Now again we need to, sorry. Small network issue. Okay. Now equation 3 will be what? Uh, 6a plus 36b equal to 30. (36a) plus 256b equal to 220. This is equation 4. Okay. Now what we can do? We can cancel the a first, because equation 3 a can be multiplied with 6, so that you will get 36a plus, what is 36 into 36? Anyone? 36 into 36, how much you are getting? 216b, sorry, b equal to 980. 180. 30 into 6, 180. Okay, very good. And then equation 4a, we are going to write as it is. 36a plus 256b equal to 220. Now you can solve both the equation, and this make it as a minus. This is also make it as a minus. And this one also can make it as a minus. Okay. Now 36a minus 36a will be cancelled, and minus, you will get minus 40b, right? Same value you will get equal to minus 40. Therefore, b equal to 40 divided by 40, b equal to 1. Okay, now substitute b equal to 1 in equation 3a. Okay, so that you will get 6a plus 36 into 1 equal to 30. Therefore, you will get a 6a equal to 30 minus 36. 36 will go that side. Therefore, 6a equal to minus 6. Therefore, a equal to minus 1. Okay, now the regression equation of x on y will be what? X is a formula, right? I'll copy the formula better. Okay, this is the equation, regression equation of x on y. Now, what we can do? We can copy the same thing. So xc will be, a value is minus 1. A value is minus 1 plus b into y. B is 1. So v1 into y will be minus 1 plus y. This is the regression equation x on y. Regression equation x on y. Now, is it clear? You got the value right? So this is where how you have to solve the regression equation problem. Okay. Now you can copy. Please, those who are not copied, please tell me. Again, I will just start from the first. Now I will just go to the second page, regression of x on y. Copy this step. The procedure is same. Okay, how you did for y and x, the procedure is same. Only the thing is, instead of a summation x square, you have to substitute summation y square. And wherever x is there, y will be there. Just like an interchange, that's all. But when you are doing the, when you are solving the equation to find out a and b, please be careful. You need to apply simultaneous equation method, elimination method. We have to recall the previous semester concept. Yes, x on y. I'll go down. So after substituting the value, you will get equation. You will get equation 3a and 4a. Now solving equation 3a and 4a, you know we need to eliminate any one variable. So which variable we can eliminate, according to that we can multiply the respective number so that we can cancel any one variable. So after the simplifying, we got b equal to 1. After finding b equal to 1, substitute b equal to 1 in any one of the equation and find out the a value. A value is -1. And then finally write the regressive equation of x on y is -1 plus y. Y on x is y equal to 1 plus x. X on y is x equal to -1 plus y. Same, if you see that we can interchange. See, if you take from this equation, if you convert this -1 to the right hand side, it will become y equal to 1 plus x. What is y on x? Same only. So it is approved. Okay, now did you understood? Did you understood? Will you work out the second problem? So with that, the regression equation, the first part of the problem is clear. So next classes, we can work out the regression coefficient. Everyone copied? Those who are not copied, or if anyone wants to move the page up or down, please tell me. Don't sit simply there. Already told you, since board is not there, we have to go step by step only. So that's why if you're not able to copy, tell me which page I need to move so that I can change the page. And please kindly reply also. Done. Now everyone is done. So with this first problem is over. So we got the regressive equation of x on y. Second one. So this is the second one, x on y we got. And the first one is regression of y on x also we got. So first problem, we got the two regression equation. So like that you need to do. Okay. Now I'll stop sharing this Word document. Everyone has copied. Anyone yet to copy? Okay, Arvind. Anyone yet to copy? Please tell me. I will hold the screen. Otherwise, I will stop sharing. I will move on to the PPT. Then after moving to the PPT, don't say, please show me the problem. Show me the solution. I would still tell me so that I can hold the screen for 2 or 3 minutes. And also they won't reply. Okay. Okay, so based on the reply by Arvind, I think everyone has copied. Okay, I'll stop sharing this. Now I'll share the screen, PPT screen. Okay, now take down the second problem. Yes, take down the second problem. And you guys copy the second problem and start working and tell me what is the summation y so that we can cross check the answer. So the second problem also you need to do the same. X column, Y column, find out X square, find out Y square, find out XY, and then find summation for all the column. Summation X, summation Y, summation X square, summation Y square, summation XY. Then first go with the regression equation of Y on X. Find out A and B value and substitute the equation and get the regression equation Y on X. Similarly, the second problem, find the second thing is you find out the regression equation of X on Y. Okay, will you do it? Please do it and tell me. I'm just waiting for your reply. We can take 5 minutes or 8 minutes to solve this problem. Shall I stop sharing and shall I move on to the Word document? Everyone copied the problem. Yeah, guys, everyone copied the second problem. Shall I open the Word document so that if you give the answer, I can write it in the Word document. Others can cross check the answer. Yes or no, they are not giving anything. Okay, I will stop sharing the PPT and I'll share the document. Okay, now I share the document. You people tell me what is the problem 2. I'm not putting the table. You people has to tell me. I'm just copy this value alone. Okay. Yes. Anyone got what is the summation X value? Those who got the answer, unmute and tell me. 43. Yeah. Okay. Summation X value will be 43, guys. Summation Y value will be 42. Then summation X square.
Sir, summation X is 42.
42.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Summation Y.
28.
28. Summation X square.
336.
336. Summation Y square.
154.
154.
Yes, sir. And then 226.
226. Okay, thank you. Okay, now see, guys, I didn't put that XY column, X square column. You have to work out and tell me. I'm just giving the final answer. Because again, if I work, it will take time. Already I worked out the first problem, the same procedure. No need to worry about the step. Now the regression Y on X. Okay, so you know the formula. So substitute these values in the formula and get the A value, B value. First tell me what is the A value. Okay, and the B value. So that equation will be Y C, right? It should be in the suffix YC equal to A plus BXR. So the regression equation will be like this. Those who are completed, you can give me the answer. Similarly, regression y on x on y. Okay, regression x on y. Total A value, and here it will be x, right? X, we will delete y. Here it will be y. And similarly, here it is x. Bold. And here it is y. Now tell me, those are solved regression equation y on x. Tell me the answer so that I can discuss the answer. Yes, anyone solved? How many times you are taking? Simple. Got the value? Naveen, completed or not? B equal to 0.714. Okay. P equal to 0.24. Which one is correct, guys? 0.714 or minus 0.214? B value. A value 3.6 is they given. 0.74 only. Okay. I think Harish, please check your answer. 0.714 only, you will get B value. Please cross check. And therefore, what will be the answer? So y is equal to A value is 3.66 plus 0.714x. That is the first regression equation y on x. And the regression x on y. Regression y on, sorry, regression x on y. Solved. Yeah, it's 1 more minute. That's going to end. It's 9:59. 1 more minute to end the class. If you give the answer, we will conclude. Everyone, anyone got for the x on y? Others, those are working and those who are solving the problem, please cross check all your values: summation x, summation y, summation x square, summation y square, and summation xy. And they given the answer. I given the answer for regression y on x. What will be the A value? What will be the B value? And yeah, she has given the answer. No problem. We will discuss. If you are not sure, no issue. We will discuss. So minus 0.331. This is answer she got. Others, please check whether you're getting the same answer. Is there any changes? So therefore, x on y equation will be it's for the previous one, not for this one now. Then A is 3.66 there, someone has mentioned. Which is the right one, guys? See whether the equation y on x is correct. Y equal to 3.66 plus 0.714x. Whether it is 3.66 or minus 0.331. Okay, minus 0.331. Minus 0.331. Okay, therefore, so the y on x equation will be minus 0.334 plus 0.714 into x. Okay. What about the second regression equation x on y? Okay, you find out and tell me. No issue, we will discuss in the next class also because almost it's time. Okay. So guys, remaining the regression equation x on y, please work out and tell me. Okay, y on x already I mentioned in the Word document. Cross check this answer. The second equation x on y, we will verify in the next class, no problem. Okay, and I'll stop sharing this. And one more thing I want to give an instruction. Please kindly upload your LMS in the, sorry, upload your assignment in the LMS. Okay, I'll just share the screen how to go to the LMS. Guys, please note down, please make a note of it. Don't submit the files in a wrong way. Okay, see, can you see the screen, right? LMS screen. Okay, now go to the business statistics. Click it here. For B section, your B, right? Your B section, the assignment is available in lecture 10. Lecture 10. See, business statistics assignment submission, CAE component, second BBB section. If you bring your cursor here, it will show like a link. You click this link, you will get the page open. This is the page which is opened. Here, you click this link. Don't give add new discussion topic because many people are doing the same mistake. Fourth semester, they did the same mistake. If you do like this, your assignment will not be uploaded. It will be uploaded in the link, but it will not show to my folder. So don't do anything with this. Once if you click that, business studies assignment submission, again, you will get the link. Click that. You will get the page about what is the assignment that you need to do. See, assignment topic is calculation of univariate analysis for the student mark. You need to collect your 10th and 12th mark and make it as an individual series. For example, 10th, you have 5 subjects. You got 60, 79, 80, 94, 58 like that. That is a one number, and with that number continue the 12th marks also. So that the total number of subjects should indicate the total number of marks. Like means if you have 5 subjects in 10th and the 5 subjects in 12th, total 10 numbers, 10 marks should be there. So make it as an individual series. For that, you need to calculate the mean, median, range, quartile deviation, standard deviation, coefficient of variation. You know how to calculate all those things. Refer your notes and give a proper interpretation each analysis. After finding the mean, the average marks of the average marks equal to this. So you have to give proper conclusion, interpretation. And along with your assignment, attach your photocopy your 10th and 12th mark to verify whether it is your mark, because some people will copy from others. If you copy and your marks values and in the what are the numbers that you mentioned in the assignment, it is not matching with the mark sheet, you will get 0 mark. That means you copied. Okay, and I gave the instruction also. See, the first page you write the register number, everything, course code, course title, total number of pages, register number and the number of pages in the top left corner and the bottom right corner. Maximum pages is 6, including your photocopy or mark sheet. And then please try to upload the file, and your file name should be your register number underscore your name. Okay, after reading this procedure, see there is a word called click here, which is in blue color. Click here. You click this. See, now you again a new Google form link will be open. Here you have to submit. Write your name, write your register number, upload your file. Once after uploading, it will show your response has been recorded or submitted. If you get that reply only, your assignment is successfully submitted. Is it clear? See, there is a option, click here. You should click here. you should get this new Google Form link. If you are not getting this and you are submitting, that is not the submission. Please understand. You are doing the wrong way of submitting the assignment. Okay, there is an option. Click here. After opening that assignment page, you will get the assignment title like this. All the instructions will be there. Here, go at the last page at the end and click here. You will get this new Google Form. Okay, is it clear now? Assignment last date is I extended till May 7. May 7 is the last date for submitting the assignment. After May 7th, if you are submitting, LMS will not accept. Okay, is it clear now? Any doubts in the assignment submission and any doubts in the regression equation? Everyone should upload your assignment on time before 7th. Okay, after 7th, if you are opening LMS, you will not get the access. Understand? You will not get the access. Try to submit on or before May 7th. Okay, so with this, I'll end the session. Quickly go for a break and come back for the next session. Okay, remaining we will discuss, and the homework, regression, correlation, rank correlation. Please kindly work out the homework and submit it. Okay, thank you all.